Now the Australian energy market operator has made an unprecedented market intervention to suspend trading across the entire East Coast electricity power network. I should say its Chief Executive, Daniel Westerman, has said there is no expectation for blackouts in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria or South Australia, but he then said we have to conserve energy. But he also said business as usual was, quote, impossible under the current conditions, unquote. How many of us, Matt Canavan, Mark Latham and I, Daniel Wild, have warned it would come to this? Caps are now being posed, and I'll say this slowly, on the price that power companies can charge for wholesale electricity. Caps can't go beyond a certain price limit. But these companies have to buy coal and gas. The prices have gone up dramatically for coal and gas. So power companies are losing money selling power. We're not short of coal. We've just demonised it as an instrument to give us cheap electricity. Anyone with half a brain could see this coming. It is a crisis of policy. But they're still talking in Canberra and in state governments about reducing the reliance on coal. There is nothing to take its place. And Matt Keane has admitted that this is because, quote, I repeat, a number of coal-fired power stations are not working. Not true. It's because you, Matt Keane, and your fellow ideological zealots have abused coal producers, insulted them, threatened them, and warned them that they have no future. Hypocrisy reigns, and so it does in Queensland. They'll hand down a budget next week, and Queensland's publicly owned energy generators will deliver hundreds of millions of dollars in dividends to a cash-strapped government. Dividends from where? From the fact that wholesale electricity costs and coal prices are at record levels. The Queensland government's got debt estimated at $127 billion by 2025, and now it's looking at wholesale electricity prices, and electricity, of course, coming from coal, and coal itself, to dig them out of a financial hole. Hypocrites everywhere, still persisting with the argument that coal and gas have to go and renewables will save the day, yet coal and gas and electricity are now called upon to save the Queensland budget bacon. Well, I can tell you something. As sure as my name is Alan Jones, and I've said it many times, politicians are clueless on the energy issue. They've read nothing. They just recite paragraphs fed to them by left-wing bureaucrats from the new religion of global warming, which has now become climate change, and the farcical belief that renewable energy will meet our energy needs now and into the future. As I say often, you can either have renewable energy or reliable energy. You can't have both.